Alright. Stream. No one liked my announcement, so I guess if no one shows up, I'm gonna cut the stream short. I got my booze, got my drugs, got my dick sucked behind the trash cans at the 24/7. Hold on. Let's not harass the neighborhood. I'm gonna close my window real quick. Wait. Okay. Oops. My body's ready. Brothers and sisters. I have a few AI slop songs that I'd like to play today as well. Just to test the racism filters on YouTube. Yeah. Come on, bro.
Oh, nice.
What? It didn't let me in. I should have respawned, technically.
Actually...
Sniff. I'm gonna be sniffing this stream because yesterday was pretty sunny for the first time since forever. No, I didn't fall asleep. I had to go to the shops. I am wide awake. I had a coffee, I took a shower and all that shit. I'm a good boy. How you doing, bro? But I might have gotten a cold. Managing. That's good. Doing good. Just a little, I guess, a little sick because I went out for a walk yesterday, as I was explaining. And the wind blew in my face. But it was kind of warm. Sunny. My vitamin D3 drops got depleted, and so I had to go and get some vitamin D the OG ancient way instead of through the pharmacy. Come on, bro, spawn me in. I wanna play. I have not been playing. More of a CS2 guy now. Come on, bro. That's right. People will be complaining that I'm hogging all the objectives again, probably. Remind me to hold back. I keep getting complaints.
Leave some for us. Leave some for us.
I get carried away. Do you take walks into the nature or just around your city? In the park. In the local park. It's real chill. I don't go into the city because I listen to music in the cars, and when people start revving the engines, I can't hear anything. Much better to be blending in with all the other geriatrics, with the old people who walk with the heads behind their back. I'm getting old. What else am I gonna do? Go out with my friends? Everyone left for the big city and got replaced with foreign students. We have a huge medical uni. Lots of foreigners. That just means we are becoming first world.
Crawl there, sir.
So I'm so dead. These bots are shocking today. Living with old people is very good and neighbors for block 60 plus, just peace and quiet. Drony, we all turn into macaroni. Ah!
Oh, that sucks.
Well, I have a different experience because my house is literally surrounded by 5 or 6 commie blocks just all looking down on me. And giving me repressed feelings. So my new hobby is to blast music when I go outside and drink and sing and harass them back. They harass me with the eyeballs, I'll harass their ears. And that's spying, but you know. I think I explained this in one of the videos that out of sight, out of mind is... It's really simple, it's not, there's nothing complicated going on. It's just that when you go out and everyone in the commie blocks has a little, either a kitchen window or a balcony is looking directly my way. So every single morning, every afternoon, every evening, when people go outside to, you know, open their windows to have a ciggy or something, I'm the first thing and the only thing they see, you know. That's their only view. Everything is just, my house is just surrounded on all sides like a panopticon prison. And nothing interesting. I'm not that interesting for people to be watching, but they have no other choice. I'm the only view. I'm the only scenery. My yard. I'm the only... I think me and another dude living in a house, kind of in a big house near me. We're the only dudes actually growing stuff in our gardens. We're the only gardeners. So like, oh. We get criticized. I've literally been approached in the street way people telling me about the way I've arranged my garden. Wouldn't you prefer to do it this way instead of that way? Why is your garden facing west to east instead of north to south? You know. Close the damn curtain. My curtains are closed. I'm like Adam Lanza, bro. No one sees into my room. I'm talking about when I go outside to chill in my yard. I don't live in a... It's kind of a suburban area, but it's not. It's... First the houses were built. Before the houses were built, this was just a naked field. And then the houses were built. And then in the 70s and 80s, the commie blocks got erected. And so you have this monstrosity with ancient houses surrounded by new commie blocks. Because you have to stuff people in as tight an area as possible, as makes economical sense. All the slaves have to be packed tight together in commie blocks. And I, the filthy bourgeois, I'm not complaining. But I mean, it's just, it doesn't bother me. It's just it's always on my mind that I'm being watched. So, kind of sucks that I don't have privacy when I go outside. I mean, when I was living in a foreign country, everyone just minded their business. No one was... Or they pretended to not care. At least they had the decency to maintain emotional distance. People where I live, they'll just tell you. They'll stop you and talk to you for hours if you let them. Oh no, look at bro complaining about people wanting to talk to him. I read the title as Saturday drinking like drkanje, jerk. I already did my Saturday drkanje. I am thoroughly milked. I have no dirty thoughts. Hands cleaned and washed 3 times. There will be no dirty talk. Is it the same? No. No. We have different words for it. Different kind of words. I don't even know what normies use nowadays. I don't even know what the young kids... I don't know any of the slang. I am completely isolated. Self-isolated. No one's at fault. I don't blame anyone. Mavanya. Do you play this in free time or only doing streams? Mostly streams. I'm more of a CS2 in my free time kind of guy now. It's a lot more fun because at least people there, if they don't, people in insurgency don't really talk, unless it's Russians and they do their, they communicate actually. They do pretty well in this game. But in CS2 it's funnier because you get the low IQs and they bicker all the time. And that's, at least it's funny, it's entertaining, you know. People in this game are kind of more... CS2 casual is like the label implies, it's for fucking around. And this is more of a military simulator. So it attracts a different crowd. From the kind of guys who like to throw 50 grenades and... shoot at people midair. You find a play ranked? Oh yes, yes! We are playing ranked. If I can get my VPN to not... If I can get my VPN to work, I maybe have to pay for a subscription. I'll have to pay for my favorite VPN, which I haven't done, because they accept crypto payments. It's a little Swedish company called Mulvad. I should probably get sponsored by them. Get a discount. And start shilling. Oh, they probably don't have that. An option. I should check. Do a little plug. But yeah, if I can play on a British or French IP or a German IP, at least I can play with people who kind of speak English instead of... Because right now it's just Russians and Turks. My lobbies are just Russians and Turks. Siktir ibne. Amk. Ananı. Kendini öldür. Blah blah blim blah 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 dalbayok blah. That's all I hear. And when you have to communicate with these people, it goes down to rudimentary commands like gobi, mid, short, don't peek. You know. I forgot to take notes again. That's okay.
Sorry.
Timestamping takes a while, bros. But it's good, you know. I've realized that I enjoy going back. If no one's watching my streams, I'll still watch my full stream. I enjoy listening to myself talk, and I'll rewatch every single stream. So I do it for myself also. Alright? Because people have been asking me, why the fuck do you take 6 hours this time? What else am I gonna do, bro? Start a cult. I hate to hear my own voice, really. I used to as well.
Hello.
It's just a muscle that you have to practice, but you have to flex that shit. It gets easy. It gets. If you're worried about your accent or your timbre. Who knew that all you had to do was put in the hours? See, this stream is about the little things. It's about all the little different... It's about tiny pieces of advice. with non-problems. I'm not a manosphere dude. I'm not gonna be solving major issues like no GF. We're chilling and discussing non-issues. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many bench shots on this floor? But yeah, I hope more people come to the stream and tell me stuff. I need to be spoon-fed some information about recent events because I've been out of the loop. GF is not an issue but a solution. Some people tend to think that way. Why would you want to harass yourself with a... I don't have a strong opinion on the issue. Besides, except for the fact that sometimes I just want to have the experience just for a little bit, just for a weekend. Because I feel like it's gonna get annoying and tedious real fast. It's gonna be. I'm already. I've known this bitch for 3 minutes and I'm already. I already want to run away. We'll see. I just know myself too well. What is this nightmare? Get me out! I'm gonna want to do something in private and she's just getting in my way. What do you mean you don't like watching controversial videos? Do you have more annoying daily quests that... Yep. Quests with no reward. Side quests.
Stay out of point.
Oh. Finna get strafed.
Okay, duck.
We're fine. This house is being protected with Islamic magic. No autocannon strafe and no artillery can take it down. And this game prides itself in being a military simulator.
Oh no.
Shit, man, sorry. Where the hell did you come from?
People are talkative today, they're probably drinking just like me. You're drinking in moderation, yes? Yes, I am. I always wanted to try this. Actually, matter of factly, I have one regret. And that's one kid I promised a very early subscriber that I was gonna do a drinking stream and, you know, drink in moderation. But then I know myself too well, and I know that usually when I drink, I just kind of want to I become too shut in, and I don't want to be seen. You know, not because I can't handle my drinking, but because I just don't feel like talking to anyone when I drink. And I guess something's shifted this last month or so.
Fragmentation grenade.
That's no longer the case. I delusionally think that if I combine the drinking with the streaming, it's almost like combining a a job with pleasure. But I don't see this as a job. This is not a job. But you know, delusional people will be delusional. You say something that will get you banned. Probably I would probably play something that would get me banned, like racism or sexism. That's always a possibility. But oh well, yeah, it is what it is. What's the liberal police gonna do, bro? What's the defunded liberal police gonna do?
Anybody want that truck? Okay.
What? Wait, what? I noticed a trend in having your PFP with the old Xbox 360. I noticed a trend with... I forget the name of the guy. He's a really cool guy. The guy who repairs Apple products on YouTube. He started the little thing with the paperclip PFPs. That was cool. I don't know about the 360.
Behind that wall. Inside the house. Behind you.
Okie dokie.
What? I have never owned a console in my life. Well, apart from in the 90s, those Terminator consoles that were just rebranded 360 PFP. I have no clue what you're talking about. But there's no console ball knowledge. Nope, console ball. See, this is why you gotta understand. This is why I started this channel, so you guys could spoon feed me information, because I'm too lazy. I stay out of the loop on purpose. And I rely on you to be my loyal soldiers and spoon feed me stuff about popular and unpopular culture that I don't know. I am very unknowledgeable. Console ball is a funny way to put it though. Used to be a console player till I was 7 for a decent PC. I mean, I guess it just works. You don't have to. Yo. No, that was that was beautiful. Did he leave? Yeah. Sometimes I have the paranoid persuasion that people are
Should I kill the family?
stream sniping me, but I'm not that popular, bro.
I guess. Yeah.
They'll single me out and start talking about random shit. I don't know why.
Nice one. That was close.
You have to cut them off at the root. Ah! Look at this dude. Psh, again. Mm-hmm. Oh, that was genius. I can feel my brain cells dying. Wah! How many of them? Wait, what? You. Don't drink anymore because drinking gives me little to no energy. I need to achieve some level of accomplishment to drink. That's a good. Well, if you have enough self-restraint to do that, then you don't have a problem, I guess. I wish I could have a precise and objective measure of how well my organs are doing when I drink, so I know whether to... Because imagine if I go and have my stuff scanned right now, if I get a full body scan and it shows that everything's fine, it'll just give me... My addicted brain is just gonna give me... is gonna see it as an excuse to overdo it. Sometimes I just don't want to know. For all I know, I could be dying. Just kinda don't wanna know, I guess. I have not done a single test in my entire life. But that's good. Give yourself a low treat at the end of the week like normal people do, instead of drinking every single day. And just because you work doesn't mean that you can't become... Everyone has the capacity to become a functional alcoholic. I was drinking when I was working as a bartender every single day. And I was super lightweight as well, physically. No, I was still drinking, but I was young, man. I was very young. I was 20, 21. So my body could still take the beating. And I could still wake up every single day at 5 AM and go to work and have responsibilities and all that. I don't think I'll be able to do it now. When you get older, things just you become a bit sluggish. It's slow, but it ain't the same. Under the influence at work, I wasn't drinking. I don't think I remember drinking before work. No, I wasn't drinking before work. But I was definitely drinking after every shift. If my shift ended at noon, I would literally just start drinking at noon. If my shift ended in the night, I would drink overnight. Do you miss your early drinking days when you were in your early to mid-20s? Sometimes I feel like I'm missing out because I'm too caught up on things. I don't remember it. I've been asked this question. Someone asked me the exact same question last stream, and I said, yes, I do miss my early drinking days. You're just stronger and you know you're healthier. And in retrospect, compared to where I am right now, I just know that I've done damage. I don't know the extent of the damage. I don't know how much. I don't know it's what I've done across the organs or my brain. But, you know, I definitely miss being able to drink very little and get more out of it. I miss... Because it gets... But then again, you gotta understand that there's also... It's a learning curve. And I didn't know how to drink, and I didn't know how to have fun. Now I can kind of drink huge amounts, which is dangerous, but I can pace myself. Like, I'll only take a few sips every once in a while. Five sips. And then, you know, wait for that to settle. With spirits, it's a bit more difficult to control that. Honestly, can't imagine drinking a lot in your 20s, because that can make your 20s go by. So, yep, you wake up a 34-year-old mid-unk playing video games for a sub 10 people stream. You would do well not to end up like me. But I mean, then again, what if... What if... What makes me think that my life could have had a different outcome? Unless I was literally born into a dictatorship that punished drinking with beheadings and lynchings, I don't think I would have had a different outcome. I would have just ended up in the same situation. Like, willpower is... You don't know that you have it until you're kind of in a situation where it shows itself. Some people are just born with lesser capacity, and I think I am one of those people, and I fucked up because that was what was supposed to happen to begin with. So every single time I feel sorry, every single time I catch myself feeling sorry for myself, I always remember that, well, maybe things are actually pretty deterministic, and what happened was just supposed to happen. And I don't really spend too much time dwelling on the past and what I could have done, and if I never started drinking, this, that.
It is what it is sometimes.
Plus, what is it that I think that I could have achieved had I not been drinking? What makes me think? What makes me have that much hubris that I would have been someone successful or important if it went for the drink? If it just went for the drink, nah. You're fucked up because you're a fuck up, and things weren't supposed to work out anyway. I think it's pretty arrogant to think that things could have gone a different way. I mean, I probably would have been just more bored. Did you ever get into trouble at your bartender job? Yes, but it wasn't because of the drinking. It was just people being unreasonable. People having unreasonable demands. Like every 1 in every 100 people, 1 in every 50 people is gonna be an unreasonable dickhead, and they treat service staff as kind of, slaves. They don't see you as a human being, and they just come to harass you to get some kind of. I had a few of these type of people who, But my manager at the time was a pretty cool dude, and obviously, like, he knows. I got in trouble with the waitresses once as well. They were just... I guess you could say they were pretty entitled. They were getting more in tips in a day. They were getting like $100, $200 in tips in a day, which back then, even like 10 years ago, that was a lot of money. And bartenders weren't getting anything. We were getting 10% of that, and we had to split it between 3 or 4 people, depending on how many were working the shifts, because there was this overlapping thing. There always had to be at least 2 bartenders, because it was a beach bar and it was pretty, especially Friday, Saturday, Sunday. An absolute triangle of torture. You always had to have two people with a third guy overlapping, and you're splitting. You're splitting $10, $20, and you're not complaining. The dudes, the bartenders, were not complaining. It was the waitresses who were making our lives pretty miserable, despite getting paid like a lot. I mean, I only managed to double my salary with the tips. They were getting 5x, 7x, 10x. And still found a reason to, but they were kids. I was what, 21, 22. They were fresh out of high school. Some of them were even still in high school. 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, little entitled brats. So that was just a time and place specific thing. It wasn't. I'm not generalizing. That was just my experience at that place. Do you have any examples of those people? Yeah, one guy was... I remember one of my co-workers actually wanted to kill me, and he got in my face. Because... So the thing is that... Thank you. The thing with the place where I worked is that we worked with a kid. So it was a beach bar. Imagine a beach bar. A single-story... beach bar attached to a kitchen, and the kitchen, they have their own schedule. The bar stays working until 10 p.m. or something, I don't remember, but the kitchen closes at 7 or 8. And this one dude, the client, he comes with his girlfriend at exactly closing time, and we're down to just one cook or chef or whatever the fuck you call him. And he orders a massive, like, it was just him and his girlfriend, and he was ordering all the stuff from the menu. Like, he was ordering for a whole bunch of people, but it was just him and his GF. And I said, sometimes you gotta be, as a bartender, you have to be a kind of a diplomat and a negotiator. And I'm like, okay, but I don't know how I can, the kitchen's closing, I don't know how I can tell the last guy, he's cleaning up the kitchen. He's closing everything. You know, all the appliances have to be cleaned and shut down and all that. And for him to start the process all over again and get all the food items and prepare all this stuff, it would take a really long time. And I was trying to explain that to the client, and he was like, "I don't care. I came here at 6:59. You're supposed to." I was like, I'll talk to the chef and I'll see if I can get you something." And I reach in, you know, there's this little window that you talk to the cooks through, and you're supposed to, and the whole system was so messed up, like you can't, I don't even know how many times I was asked as a bartender. People don't understand that we have rules as well. I wasn't allowed to leave the bar. I couldn't. Sometimes there weren't enough waitresses to do the orders, so I had to break the rules and go out and serve as well, in addition to being a bartender, which wasn't my job because we were working with 5 waitresses, but the beach was huge. And people, they don't care. They come and they order from you, and they're like, they point at a random table at the beach, and they're like, "I'm gonna be over there." And you're like, "Bro, I have all these other orders, and I have to serve drinks at the bar to people who are going to be drinking at the bar. And I also have to work with waitresses who constantly bring me receipts. So they print out one receipt, which is not the official receipt, and then they print out the other one when they complete the order. That's the one where, you know, money is being exchanged. So they have to do the unofficial thing, the draft, and they also have to do the real thing. And if you fuck up an order, you have to call the manager, and the manager has to use his password. You know, it's the fuckery goes deep on so many levels. And clients, they don't care about that shit. A lot of them haven't worked in service jobs. They don't care that they're making your life difficult instead of being reasonable and ordering from a waitress. They just want they came to your stupid bar to order a drink and have a drink. They don't care about your problems. But anyway, with this dude, with the chef, I told him, bro, my shift, not only is my shift ending right now. No, I didn't quit because of that. But not only was my shift ending, my bartending shift, and there was only, it was like a combination of things that happened that created this very unique, messed up situation. But it wasn't even a huge deal. The client just ended up refusing payment. And I had to bring, it was like $25 penalty for me. But it was like, I told him, bro, my shift is ending, and the cook is probably gonna take an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to prepare, because he's working all by himself. He's like, I don't care. And I tell him, okay, all right, I'll talk to the chef. And I was like, yo, bro, this dude just came and he ordered all this stuff. Can you do it? And he was like, he had pink eye, bro. He was so mad. He was fuming. He was like, yeah, I can do it. And I'm like, shit, now he hates me too. Now the client hates me, and now this guy, they both want to kill me. And I'm like, but my shift is ending. And my co-worker, the other bartender, just came like 15 minutes later. And I told him, I had to update him on the situation. I was like, bro, I just got this client. He came at 6:59. He ordered stuff. Kitchen, we prevented our cook from closing down shop. Yada yada. You know, I understood that the client's always right, and I was trying not to make life miserable for myself. And I was like, all right, man, you know, you're unreasonable, but the client's always right, I guess. And I tell all this to my co-worker, but the problem is that I fucked up, because you're supposed to complete an order before you end your shift. So I was obligated. That was the rules of the bar. I was obligated to print out the official payment receipt, not the draft, not the this can be changed by the bartender or the waitress or the chef. The official paper. And the client refused to pay after him and his girlfriend feasted. They refused to pay. And my coworker, the other bartender, he calls me in the middle of the night. And he's like, you piece of shit. Come here immediately. You're fucked up. And I go there, I'm like, well, what the fuck happened? And he's like, the client refused to pay. This is coming out of your pocket. And I'm thinking, at the time I was thinking, maybe he's pulling my leg. Because maybe he just wants the money for himself. Because I know the guy also used to steal cigarettes from the, like, cigarettes would turn up missing. Because you also have to do you have to count. You have to do a revision, or I don't know what it's called in English. If you're the bartender closing down the bar for the night, you have to do a little review and write down everything that the clients have consumed during the day, everything that you're short on for next day's delivery. Because we were doing deliveries once, I think, either every other day. My memory's kind of hazy, but we were getting deliveries very, very frequently because we had a huge turnout. But anyway, things always came up missing when I was doing the counting, and everyone knew, but no one had proof. And I was like, this dude, he's fucking with me because, I don't know, he needs money or whatever. But it turns out that the client actually put in a complaint about his experience. And I was like, alright, that's his right. I don't hold him against. Didn't hold it against him at the time. I wasn't an angry dude. I wasn't the kind of guy who would, you know. And then the waitresses who were actually, we had multiple clients complain about one waitress in particular who was treating them as if they were not, you know, subhuman. And she had the audacity to accuse everyone else of chasing clients away when it was her complaints were like this thick. Her pile of complaints was like this thick. And the manager didn't give a shit because these people are pretty cheap to hire. And the scummiest thing ever that I learned at the job was that whenever payday came, oh, and that's not even, talk to any bartender. Talk to any bartender at a high turn. My stuff is, I'm like a little puppy compared to the level of abuse. We're talking about people get into physical fights. I never saw that because I only worked there for a couple of months. You got violent drunks. You get people fighting over women's. You get people straight up stabbing and shooting each other, and I never saw any of that. Ask any, but people forget about the daily grind of if you're running a community bar and people come to you with they're like the same people with the negative energy coming and talking about the same shit over and over and over again, and you have to listen to them for 8 hours. Forget about that. We're talking about the hardcore shit. Like people trashing your bar and fighting inside of all that. So I don't really know, but where was I going with that? Oh yeah, whenever payday came, whenever bartenders and waitresses were supposed to get paid, the manager had the genius idea to have to throw a staff party. And the idea was that you would spend 10-20% of your salary buying drinks from the bar where you work at. Because drinks were not free. And you would pay that out of your own pocket, out of your own tips or your own salary. So that money would end up going back into circulation. Back in the bar where it came from. Which was pretty funny and scummy to me. So I never drank there. I went to a little corner shop in the hotel next door and I got myself drinks there. I would just buy the whole bottle. I wouldn't bother buying drinks. Because things were like... This is why I don't go to bars. I don't drink at bars. Because things are just... You're getting ripped off. It's such a massive scam. Unless you're going there for the camaraderie and all that shit. To drink 1 or 2 pints with the bros. Unless there's a community thing going. It's just a huge scam. I don't do that shit. But the good thing... So there's a lot of positive things that I experienced at that job. And one of them is that an overwhelming 50 or 60% of clients... They're gonna love you for poisoning them. And they know how to have a good time and they don't... Like and I loved working at the beach bar because it was short, quick conversations. It was just small talk for like 1 or 2 minutes as I'm preparing their drink. Like it's not... So I was good at that. How would you describe your 20s? The first half of my 20s was full of stuff. I was still in university and I was working. The second half of my 20s, I've just been doing nothing. Punk, what happened in your life in the last days? Why? Do I sound different? Nothing happened. But yeah, sometimes I miss bartending, but the only reason why I can't literally work that job is because I'm hearing impaired. So, when and why did you decide to quit that job? I was only there for... So the reason why I became a bartender, the reason why I went and took the course that summer was because my internship, I was supposed to go and do an internship, but those plans fell through and I had to do something. And in order to compensate, I decided to sign up for... I found out that there was this brand new bartending course starting in my city, and I was like, oh, that's fun. So I took the course. I mean, construction is different, man. That's some hardcore shit. Not only do you have to deal with aggressive dudes. But anyway, I didn't quit. I didn't quit because of people. I quit because I put in my 2 months, which was my original plan. I just wanted to get the experience and do something for the summer. And so I got my bartending certificate in a month or 2. I forget how long the course was. And then I worked as an intern at a local cafe, and then I went and worked at the beach bar. But I was a volunteer bartender way before that in the foreign country, and I liked it. So I kind of connected the dots. Like, yeah, I had this really good experience at the student pub where I worked. People were kind of chill. And then I discovered that there was this bartending course in my city. I was like, I'll do that, I guess. I'll do that over the summer. I don't regret it. But construction... I have a... I don't know what it's called in other languages. I guess the person who's my godfather, he has a construction business. And he keeps telling me stuff about how bad things are because all the talented people, anyone worth anything, left the country and went working abroad. So now you're just stuck with kind of, let's just call them undesirable people. I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. But you kind of, at least where I live, I'm pretty sure that in like bigger cities it's different and different countries is different. You would be working with well, some undesirables, let's just say that. I don't know. Not very smart and kind of aggressive people, let's just say. Is that how you become addicted? Bro, they made me get on a ladder on a balcony to fix something on the ceiling, and the ladder was a broken down wooden ladder placed on a bunch of rubble. Damn. That's how it is sometimes. You still haven't told me which country you're from, Danilo. I'm getting Balkan vibes. How did I become addicted? Actually, I was forcing myself to drink in the beginning. I found it difficult to finish 2 liters of beer. I fell asleep after the first liter, but you gotta understand I was pretty skinny all them years back then. But I had heard people talk about how good it felt. So I wanted to see what it was all about, and I kept forcing myself for a good week. Until I was eventually learned to associate the disgusting taste with... because it's a acquired taste. And once that clicked, it was easy to build up the tolerance after that. So that was an active effort. I wouldn't have discovered it. I never drank in high school. And a lot of my classmates were drinking when they were 14, 15 years old. Usually people start drinking if they are in that kind of friend circle, I guess. I remember and kids would start smoking in primary school, and they probably started drinking when they were 12, 13 years old, which is pretty normal for a provincial city. Probably not even kids nowadays. They replaced the drinking with, I guess, the vape shit and the energy drinks. And I don't know what else they do. I think they do the funny gas, the laughing gas thing. And they take pills. I don't know what the cool kids do for drugs nowadays. Probably some kind of... Either it's some kind of fancy depressant, like some fentanyl type shit, or funny speed type shit. I have no clue. Do you still live in the city or in the countryside? I live in a city that's in the countryside. I don't know how to explain it. city or town. Still don't know the difference. The city is like the inner core of the town. I don't know. It's 60, 70,000 people. Not huge. The only thing that's kind of propping us up, the only reason why we have an economy or something is, I guess, we have a medical university. And that kind of, that's probably the only institution that grows. We have a really big doctor's lobby. Used to get bullied in elementary school because I didn't drink or smoke. All the cool kids were doing that. I never got bullied for that, but there was definitely it's like an in-group thing. Maybe it's a Balkan thing or East European thing. All the hot girls smoked from a very young age. All the cool boys drank. So, I mean, I already have one cancerous poison in my life. I don't need another one. Kids get bullied because of Fortnite skins. That's so funny. Ah, shit, I'm fucking up, guys. I gotta concentrate. They're about to kick me. I'm not gonna say anything. Shit! That's okay. I'm getting kicked. Fuck! Voted off. That's fine. I just got bullied for sucking. Yeah, Nori, do you think you could be an elementary school teacher? Fuck no. What kind of example would I be to the kids? I just show up hungover. I live next to a town of 1,500 and that's my big town. Less people, less hassle. Just give him a bottle. Wait, is that the same lobby that kicked me? No. Well, anyway. Yeah, but the countryside in my country is different from a countryside in a first world country where it's like a tiny, beautiful little calm place with mostly native inhabitants. I don't know why you don't want to worry about spending one day in construction. I mean, come on, bro. I feel like you're making fun of me now. Get up at 5 in the morning, came back at 4 in the evening. That's how it is. I should get one of the dudes who was roasting me for... I should get an actual construction worker to come on the street, man, and talk about... give us a perspective of what hard life is actually like. Alright, I need to lock in, bro. It's not looking good. It's not looking good for me in my stats. Okay. I would really love to work as a bartender. I really like to get back into it. Because once you learn the bar and how a specific bar makes their drinks, well, I'm in Bulgaria, I don't know about the US. There's probably a lot of, I'm assuming it's a lot of foreigners doing that job. So when are you starting work as a bar? I don't know, when I find a job. I would really like it, but I have hearing problems, bro. I have to, I have to learn how to read lips if I'm to do this job. I'm always like, wah. You don't want to do this to a client. They tell you, they give you an order and you're like, wah. And I want to be working the front bar, not like a thing in a cafe where you're in the back and you never talk to the clients. You have to work the bar. You have to be talking to clients if you want to make tips. Because I would be working for minimum wage. How did your hearing get bad? Drinking and listening to loud music. And probably something to do with, I mean, it's a combination of things, but it's just bad habits. Hi guys, I need suggestions to racing games. Once they see. The clients? Do you also have a tinnitus? Yes, I actually have 2 different pitches in my left ear and 3 in my right. But they're not very loud, so I can ignore them. That shit drove me crazy when I first got it, and it was just a thin. It was like a, you know, like a very faint kind of ringing. And now I have one that pulsates. It's like I have beats inside my head. Why you back drinking? You were doing so good. Because I just want to see what's going to happen. I think it's a self-sabotage thing, to be honest. I think that what's happening is I'm getting super close to reaching monetization goals. So my subconscious is telling me to do something stupid so that I'll get banned. But yeah. Some of us are just irreparable. No, I wanted to see what would happen after, because I feel like something has changed on the inside. And I don't need the drinking for that reason anymore. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's a part of being Europoor drinking. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. Weed, you're not gonna have problems buying it. Probably. The cops don't give a shit. So, racing games suggestions. Find your job in construction, see back on track. I don't think that's how it works. There's a lot of drinking going on in construction sites, bro. If you think these people don't drink, they're the only motherfuckers I've seen who buy a 2-liter of beer and chill. And I have my uncle works in construction as well, so he tells me that these people know how to have fun, man, on construction sites. Like they'll fucking have a barbecue and they'll drink on the job. But they know how to handle their drinking. Plus they stay pretty lean because they, you know, it's a demanding job. No, they don't. They drink alcohol. Sorry to burst your bubble, but the people that I know about who work in construction, they know how to have fun. Like they'll get paid for the day and they'll go and they'll buy rakia. Like the bars are very loud and farmers those have people with good hearing. I mean, yeah, I think it's just I guess when my instructor, I guess he can read lips. Cause I was like, how the fuck can you hear people order shit through all this loud music? I could never do it. And I guess it's also You gotta understand, he spends 12 hours a day every single day in this kind of environment, so he has learned. It's like a skill. He developed the skill. Like lip reading. He has to. That's his job. Like-minded people. I think bro is using very. Bro is using intelligent humor to imply something about the people who work construction and to imply things about me being lazy. Or maybe I'm just hallucinating. Forza 6. Bro's asking about a racing game. I would ironically play one of those taxi driver simulators. Skill being poor, always avoid people. Bruh. Okay, I'm gonna lock in for real right now. Need to make some kills. There's only 2 of them left. You just gotta, it's a skill thing. I don't mind anyone that doesn't have. I got you a joint construction for $700. 12 hours a day, 60. No! You hate me. There was a time in my life where I was praying that I would get a chronic condition so that I could hop on neat bucks. Not a good place to be, bro. Gotta be a break. Maybe 2.5 hours. Or I could get a beer break for 2.5 hours where I'm not drinking. And just drink every day. Beer is nasty, bro. It makes me bloat. I get bloated. Come on, seriously. Shit. Used. Yeah, man. I don't need to be fucking up my joints as well. You know how young my joints are? You're looking 24, thanks. Getting younger by the day. It's the low T, the lack of facial width, and the inability to grow facial hair. Thank you. Like if I could just imagine myself with a beard, I would look like a literal alcoholic bum. I would look very trashy with a beard. So a construction worker crying because he was 40 and couldn't find work. Damn, son. Oh, I think that was a stupid idea. Yep. It was one of the most of my life. It works. Beard might make you look 44. Yep. Wait a minute. Okay. My microphone is covering up my screen. My monitor. Think about becoming an electrician. 600 is a lot of money, and you can have a problem. Dream job would be to stream adult content with your GF. People just pay you to have you get your dick sucked. Hilarious, but very few are attractive enough to get a viewership going. Very few are consistent enough. Ideal job. Adult content streamer. Make a few millions, retire, dump the GF and get yourself a Christian virgin. My ideal job would be to get a GF and stream adult content. And ironically, the adult content crowd is they're pretty chill. I mean, you would be too if you would be pretty chill if you made a ton of money for having your dick sucked and for fucking, you know, for things that you would get. There's people who get paid to beat their meat on camera, bro. But it's not that many. The difficult part is, I guess, the consistency. There's dudes who would watch anything. She doesn't even have to be hot. Shit. It's ever since COVID, the market has become way too oversaturated. Like every second, what was it? Especially in the UK, like 10% of young women's had tried OnlyFans or something. I have to find the statistics. I don't want to be lying, but it was something crazy, something like 10%, 20%. Yeah, they're really chill. I think most of them are weirdos with fetishes or predators. Nah, not really. I mean, most of them are just boring, to be honest. You just expect their looks to carry them while they just scroll on their phone. And when you get the occasional streamer who talks and interacts and builds a community, that's like that's a chill space. These people, they don't. The ones who talk, the ones who get a following, they're very accepting, I guess. It's a really weird field to be working in. So they can't be the ones who are reasonable, at least. They cannot afford to be judgy, because I mean, you're basically a e-prostitute. You know what I mean? So it's kind of funny. Let me read some comments. I asked a girl at the Mormon church I told you earlier about, and her friend was like, sure, why not? And she rejected me. You could set up an AI girlfriend, sir. Why would you have experiences? Rents are so expensive. I go for easy everything. Hell yeah, bro. If you had pussy, you'd be doing the same. If you had a pussy. I don't judge him. I can't hate. I can't hate player. I love living in these times because all the weirdos, all the degenerates, they, at least in our part of the world, the developed world, they just come out and they show ya. They don't waste your time. What would you do if you were a woman? Porn. But you need, I guess I would need consistency, so if I didn't have that, I would fail. Dudes will the dudes will beat them, meet anything. You just have to show up. I could do anything. That would be. I could do anything and be successful. In this era. One thing I wouldn't do is HR. Fuck that shit. Good question. When will you open an OnlyFans? Hell yeah, my OnlyFans is dropping. Once I get in shape, I guess. Which is never gonna happen. Yeah. Like gay dudes, I guess. Gay dudes would be into. I find that it mostly hairy daddies, like hairy dominant daddies, are more popular than twinks or something. Quick question: one receiving is gay. Porn is also a young man game. Hell yeah. Or you could be a unk. You could be, but you have to be a hairy. You have to be a rugged unk. To get any kind of attention, you have to be a dommy, rugged unk. Nah. I guess unless you transition. If you have a feminine enough face, you could slap on a wig and do that. Dudes will watch anything. Dude without a wig? Nah. They ain't watching that. Dude with a wig? Hell yeah. It's totally straight. Sometimes I think you say shit just to fuck with us. Nope, being honest. What's wrong with having an honest conversation? That one, nah, I ain't doing that shit. I actually did well. 15-6, 3 times MVP. All I needed was to focus. But yeah. I mean, this is, you know what, this is why I probably do this only once or twice a year, to be honest, and it's usually when I'm drinking. I'll just try to find someone that I really like and talk to another streamer. There's some, but it takes a really, you have to go through so much shit and then people not speaking English. But I'll do it just for the deep philosophical conversations you can have with it. It's just a nice atmosphere, bro. I kind of like that shit. It's the intent. It's not the. It's not even the. It's not even the adult material that's alluring. It's like weird. It's the weirdness of it. It's being on the fringe and finding other people who are also on the fringes. Which it's losing its appeal now because it's becoming very mainstream to try this shit. So it used to be fun 10 years ago. Nowadays it's just oversaturated with normies. What were you doing before you were 20, 18, 19? I was in school. I wasn't doing nothing. Yeah. The pro has lived 1,000 lives. And he's also self-reportedly very high IQ or something, if I remember correctly. Would you be embarrassed if your family would find out your adult content? No. You know, I think there would be. Well, think about this. Like, do you enjoy thinking about your family doing stuff with each other? I feel pretty disgusted. I don't think anyone would watch that shit. Oh, they know about my failed YouTube channel, bro. They don't care. I thought that I was trying not to talk about it for the longest time. Like, it took me, what, August, September, October, November, December. It took me like 4 months to even mention that I was doing this shit. Because I thought that they were gonna talk me out of it. Oh, you mean your YouTube channel? I don't think it's failed, bro. I think that it just takes time. It just takes time, bro. You just gotta not give up, I guess. It's okay to take breaks, like what I've discovered. I used to have so many stupid beliefs about YouTube that are just not true. It's the whole midwit thing that,
Oh, it has to be so complicated. Yeah.
and then I find I was stressing too much about the stupid shit.
Like, is the lighting good? Is the microphone good?
You know,
Am I posting on the correct day? Is Wednesday better than Thursday?
it's the dumbest shit ever. And then I find YouTubers who record their shit on a 144p camera and they get millions of views. Does your family watch your videos? Nope. I don't think they care. I don't mind if they find. I'm not gonna show them anything. It's gonna be the typical thing with them. They're gonna have a 5-second opinion and then they're gonna completely forget about it. Just normal people stuff. Wanna know what you think? They're trying to get me into them. Who? There are YouTubers that are obsessed with stats and graph, but they still get nowhere. Yep. What do you find matters the most to YouTube working? I guess just keep doing it. You have to want to do it, I guess. Who the fuck am I to talk about this? I'm only in the top 20% or something. Subscriber count wise, I wouldn't know. Yeah, you have to, the most important thing is you have to find like-minded people, but you have to be genuine about it. Like my niche is pretty tight. If I was one of those grifters, one of the Andy Tate type dudes, I think I would get a lot more eyeballs, especially from high income countries where being a loser is actually punished. Because I'm basically, I find that the Western crowd does not relate to my shit. They can't afford. They don't even. It doesn't even cross their minds. I'll get a fringe dude from the US or the UK or whatever, and they'll just stay for 3 minutes, and I can just feel them not being able to relate. I don't fucking know. Probably in 10-20 years. They have no idea. What? I'm having trouble following. Bruh. Man, this game is all about aiming for the head. Well, 2 stars, I'll make sure they assign me to book. So you can do nothing? They have no idea about what. They suffer a lot more than we do, I think. But my culture tolerates this kind of behavior. Being a Europe war. Are we fighting World War II against drones and robots? That would suck. I don't want to end up on a drone compilation, bro, with Metallica playing in the background. Can you imagine? Some zoomy with a shroom haircut turns you into a meme. Drone trick shot compilation. Damn. Yeah, I need to take a wee break. I'll be right back. It's my bladder's bursting. Where did Dunk go? Wee. So what? Yeah, man. All that fungal toxicity it has to go somewhere. Super pain. Yeah, you're supposed to be grinding and being a good taxpayer. That's not for the guys. You have to contribute to society, bro. That makes you a bad guy. I want a shit post on 4chan so bad on stream. But I know that there's gonna be people. There's just so much no content on there. People are gonna be. They can't help themselves but post BBC and fucked up shit. Damn. It's a pity that a few degenerates ruin the fun for everyone else. I'm a shit poster at heart. What do you think about the gas prices raising to the roof because of Iran? The prices will come down, I think. I was only interested in the news until a few of the big heads got clapped, and then I lost interest. I don't know what's happening there right now. There's a video of a billionaire Australian that said not even 1 cent more to what is absolute nécessaire to taxes. He said that in the parliament. Based. I mean, I want to open 4chan, but I know it's just going to be a compilation of race bait. But all it takes is one bait thread to just render me bannable. But I love the place. I'm a walking contradiction. I'm not a woman hater, as you would expect from someone who dwells on that place. They were never able to break my brain. They were never able to turn me into a hater. My heart is too pure. Just sell your car, bro. Yeah. We're supposed to be evil or something, right? Ah, that's right. That's because I am 1/4 North Asian Greek. That's why I'm so good. I am actually a Asian Macedonian. That's the only thing that's saving my evil Bulgarian soul. It's like the, you know, was it the 9-tailed, 20-tailed demon fox from Naruto who got sealed into his body? It's kind of like that. It's like my Greekishness is the seal on my evilness. 4chan dangerous for the average user. I don't know what you mean by average user. I think most people can navigate the place and do just fine. But there's a lot of, I don't know, man. There's a lot of inauthentic shit in there. I think I can navigate it pretty well. You gotta learn not to take anything seriously, I guess. I love it. This guy is full of funny dudes, and you get access to people's genuine thoughts. But the problem is that these are not regular people. They're kind of on the fringes. I guess you should go there and see for yourself. Everyone has a different experience. I like it. I like it because I like fringe, controversial shit. It's not for everybody. Just heard stories about people posting some shit that offended 4chan community and caused them IRL problems. I mean, listen, it depends on what kind of person you are. If you give people there an excuse to hurt you, they're gonna hurt you. If you come across as a piece of shit who deserves it, there's this kind of, not like It's like the equivalent of honor amongst thieves or something. It's like prison logic, right? If I could be a murderer, I could be a serial killer, but if I find out that someone's a pedo, I'm justified to fuck him up. It's kind of like that. It's that kind of place. And one of the, I guess, more cliche examples that sticks out in my head is when 4chan found out the cat killer, and when they found some. These are two contrasting stories. Like one dude, they used their pattern recognition skills to get him caught. I don't remember the story exactly, but and the other one is obviously he's a piece of shit. But the other one was this, and you would think of 4chan as this racist place, right? But there was this very like heartwarming story about this black dude who was posting. That was it's probably like a 10-plus-year-old story. This dude who posted on Facebook that y'all welcome to my birthday party and all that. And then like a few hours later he posts no one came to my party. And he had this sad expression on his face. And 4chan has found out about this, and they sent him like a ton of happy birthday wishes, these evil racists, and I think they sent him gift cards or something. So it depends. I guess it depends on what kind of person you are, like your heart, what it's really like. So if you're just some guy who's suffered, but has still retained his good soul, I guess they're gonna feel for you. They're gonna probably not gonna hurt you. And then there's some psychopathic pieces of shit who are gonna still do that kind of shit just to fuck with you. It's a scary place. I mean, I don't wanna. I think they have a lot of power, man. Like, I don't want to offend them. I've seen some stuff. If you guys interested, I participated in. There was this thing back in the day, like probably 10 years ago, called Syria General on the politically incorrect board. And they managed, these dudes, they came together, and it was like a fun exercise. They were spending so many hours obsessing over Google Maps and trying to find. So ISIS posted a video of them training in some camp, and these dudes found out the location of the camp, and they contacted some Russian. I don't really remember what his role was. But I think he was a war correspondent or something. And that dude had contacts in the Russian Air Force. And the terrorists, got strafed. Like 4chan got some terrorists strafed, bro. That was funny. And I came to that thread a bit late. And I helped find another, where they staged an attack from. And some dudes sent that to the war correspondent, and he was only able to confirm there was no airstrikes or anything, but he was able to confirm that there was indeed a terrorist camp in that area, and that Russian military active in that place was aware of that. So that was kind of cool. It's called Syria General. I think the thread's archived. I'm not sure this thread exists anymore. It used to be like a running theme. Like they'll start threads about Ukraine and the current events, And it's just these young dudes. They're smart. They're very smart young dudes on their website who congregate in certain threads. Not all of them, but there's enough of them to where you like the things that they're capable of is kind of scary. And sometimes they'll just do it because it's funny. Yeah, it is pretty funny. Like, 4chaners have done. I don't know if you guys remember when Shia LaBeouf had this thing when Trump was. That was 10 plus years ago, probably already. And Shia LaBeouf started this "He Will Not Divide Us" thing. He was streaming, just repeating this self-soothing, "He will not divide us, he will not divide us," and he was putting flags or whatever, and streaming. I don't actually remember exactly what the thing was, but 4chaners were finding, triangulating where those streams were and taking them down. That was so funny, man. Like I think they had one guy drive around with a car and honk, and they were telling him whether he was getting close to the streaming camera or not. That's the kind of thing that when a bunch of bored dudes come together, they do that kind of shit. That was so funny, man. When it was happening. They've done other things. They've done good things as well. Unfortunately, just a bunch of losers. I think a lot of them are just there's no. They can. Some of them can be pretty obsessive. You know, it's almost a talent, and there's just no jobs for someone like that. And these people are like that. They'll spend 50,000 hours reading articles and reading all kinds of weird literature, and these motherfuckers, they sound smart enough to literally be running countries, and yet the funniest thing ever is that they precisely because they know the kind of fuckery that's going on, they don't want to participate in it. But I think a lot of these dudes are really smart, but there seems to be some kind of problem at the emotional level. I don't know. But they're not a groupthink. There's different people going there depending on the board and the topic. But there's I've read of the place described as a flock of birds with no leader. It's just that someone decides to make a turn and everyone just follows. And it's just, I don't know. I'm not smart enough to explain exactly what happens. Have you heard about a German lolcow called Dragon Lord? Crowdsourcing, or now it's called open source intel. Yeah. I haven't heard. I'm not really into lolcows. I don't take pleasure in watching people suffer. I understand it's entertaining to watch lolcows. Lolcow enjoyers congregate on kiwi farms or whatever. Not interested in that shit. Fuck. I've completely lost track of this game. Don't know what is happening. It's pretty funny. Like, sometimes I feel like I'll come across some dude who I'll think this dude's gotta be. They sound scary enough to be working for an actual some kind of intelligence apparatus, like military intelligence. So I don't know what the fuck these people would be doing on 4chan, but you know, maybe it's just a type of person. Never heard of him. But anyway, yeah, when it comes to obsessing over like places on Google Maps and shit like that, it attracts the kind of person. Like it's like I'm the same way. It's just it's I don't know. It's fun. It's fun to find things out, I guess. It scratches a curious part of my brain, which is pretty dormant actually. No money. Shit, man, there's so much stuff I want to do on a stream, but I have to censor myself. He doxed himself on stream, and then people were coming to his house just to fuck with him. Even organized a legal festival in the village where at least 50 people came to do shit. Shit, man. Did he do something bad to deserve this shit? Or was he just... All it takes is one... That's the thing with the YouTube thing and doxing yourself. All it takes is one psychopath. And you could be the biggest sweetie, you could be an angel, and there's always gonna be this one person who's gonna wanna fuck with you. Calls the police on you. Lol. He's a horrible, arrogant person. Ah, okay, I understand. See, that's the whole internet justice thing. Thinking about selling my portfolio because there's a big storm coming. It's like, it would be funny if it coincides with October crypto crash. Like everything just collapses later this summer, or maybe in the autumn. I feel like such a fucking midwit bro, just waiting for Bitcoin to drop to like 25,000, 30,000 euros so I can at least get 0.1. Fuck. Being Euro poor sucks. Kind of funny, normal people don't realize how effed up the world is. I mean, they got their own problems. If your processing power in your RAM is taken up by kids and wifey wanting shit all the time. Yeah, the toxic boss, yep. I mean, we are free men. We are free thinkers. Our heads are not occupied by that shit. Right. I'm free to think about shit, about miniature shit that doesn't influence my life. Is there hope for what? That's why finances are so important. You can find hope in anything. You can find hope in the fact that your body will find eternal rest one day. There's hope in that. If you're a doomer. I'm not a doomer. There's hope in thinking there's life after death. He had to leave his village to live in a car. The haters. I don't know, interactive map to track. Wow, man. That's some obsessive type behavior. I want to know if this kind of fuckery happens to someone who hasn't done anything except, you know, stream some harmless shit. Like I am. The thought of becoming a lol cow is it's not a comforting thought. I want to see you succeed. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I have a feeling that I will eventually succeed. I'm a spitting type, not spit, not swallow. Yeah, it'll happen one day, surely. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not insecure about you sliding in innuendo or two. I mean, I will not let you down. You have to feed the trolls like Dragon did for them to take interest in made content by freaking out every time someone. It's a rare breed of human who can be this entertaining without the use of some kind of drug. Fake this cancer and what this camera's fan base. Wow, man, I didn't know that. I usually, if someone tickles my spidey senses, I'll look up debunked videos on YouTube of people just calling them out. Like you cannot get away with that kind of shit nowadays. People will find out shit. Well, this is why I'm scared of lie. I've always been kind of cautious not to lie on the internet. There's always gonna, if you expose yourself to enough people, there's always gonna be one. All it takes is one freak. All it cares about one psychopath, bro. And the internet is full of them. I'm meeting someone from 4chan, hopefully in a couple of months. We'll see how that goes. That would be some funny shit. If you came and chilled with me and we had drinks and we're just shooting the shit. Hell yeah. I think so. I think so. I think the guy's pretty solid. Not in a romantic way. Just some dude from 4chan. You know, when you spend a decade with some people, you kind of get to know each other. And I like this particular group of people. You kind of get to know each other the way not even their families know them. So, oh. If it happens, it happens. I don't give a shit. Trash gun. No, he's not from Bulgaria. I always try not to lie, RL, because I am a bad liar. I can't remember my lies. Yeah, I mean, yeah. FAMAS, that trash weapon? It's kind of... Sometimes I make more kills with it. I make more headshots. I don't know what it is. I can't... Like, it's a funny thing. When I started CS2, when I started playing it, I wasn't good with the low recoil weapons that are pretty accurate, but I was good with... because I didn't know anything about recoil, I was good with the spray weapons. And I was hitting all these headshots with the MGs and all that. And FAMAS is really good for headshots for some reason. Like it's like a very light, very easy gun. But my eyes, bro. I'm starting to develop like dry eye problems. Why is bro so bad at CSGO? It's not CSGO. It's CS2 now. It's because I'm reading chat and all that shit. When I focus, I actually do well. This guy's gonna get kicked. I tried all that shit. I had a piece of software called Redshift, Blueshift. What was it called, man? It was really nice. It lowered the... I forgot what it was called. But there was different, like the luminosity. It lowered it. Like the lower the number, the more orange it is. So if it's 35k, 3500, it's like pretty orange, and if it's 5k, it's more like blue light. I think it was called Redshift. Hell yeah. Anyway, was it called Redshift? I think it was called Redshift. See how you immediately got a kill when you listen to me. Yeah, but your thing... It's because I was using the M4. Maybe don't be putting yourself so open. That's the thing. That's the thing. That when I play these games, I'm pretty selfless. And I tend to rush and get myself killed a lot. Blue blocking glass is much better, less of a tint. I think it was the one that I was using was called Redshift, and I would take it down all the way down to 3500. Was it called lumens? No, lumens is the power. The other thing. I forgot what it was called. But anyway, it makes your screen kind of almost orangish. It gives it like an orange tint, but it didn't help. It did not help with... It's supposed to help you, and it's also there was like a slider that you can use to make the transition from blue light to orange light kind of more gradual, and it's supposed to help you sleep, but it doesn't work. I don't think my problem is... I don't think my monitor is the problem. It's just I'm getting old, bro. And I've had this problem since I was since I was a teenager. Like every time there's winter comes around, I would get dry eye. It's not even that bad. It's just that I'm very sensitive to blurry pixels. B22, bro uses keyboard shortcuts. Bro uses the OG CS shortcuts. I forgot, like the user interface is so convenient that I even forgot what those combinations stood for. Yeah, man, sometimes it's just natural causes. Also, I think I might have astigmatism in one eye. Like, vertical diplopia. Which, like, if I'm in a really dark room and I close my right eye, my left eye, and if I look at a digital clock display or something, like the image is split almost in half. I kinda like the FAMAS. Stop shitting on FAMAS. Is it because it's a weapon for Israel? Doesn't even know about the semi-auto mode. Damn! $2022 service medal. And watching Kill Bill on new TV, it's amazing the sound on this movie. Why doesn't this guy get kicked? If you got the money, we can go on vacation to Tel Aviv, you pay. Do you have it? You develop it during the life. I developed it. I mean, I think I always had, I have a theory, man. I have a paranoid theory that it's the way you sleep. And sometimes sleeping, because I sleep face down. I'm kind of I sleep kind of like with my hands under the pillow and shit. And my schizophrenic theory is that over time it compresses your eyeballs and you get little defects. And it doesn't even take a lot of pressure to change the lens. That's my schizo theory. Like, it's not so flexible that it goes... Uncle Hart says, what? But yeah, I think, what? Anyway, yeah, I think I developed it over time. Like, it was... And also the near distance vision. Sometimes... And I remember, I don't know if this happens, but when I was in my early 20s, I was looking at my phone one night and I couldn't focus as well. And I've been having, it's genetic. I also have this thing where I have trouble seeing from close up, which is the opposite of like 80% of people. See, I'm anomalous in more ways than one, bro. What the fuck is B-22? I gotta find the balance between engaging with you guys, because I like the YouTube engagement, and the kills, which I enjoy playing this game. But I also want you guys to be commenting, so others gotta be reading, and when you read for half a second and you're distracted from the game and you get killed. Do you often meet people from the internet? I've never met anyone from the internet. I don't think. Did I? Oh, I met this one lady. She was really sweet. Well, that was 10 years ago, man. I was shit posting on Facebook. I have a really good story about this chick. So I was doing my studies abroad, and I had a troll account on Facebook, and I was part of this group. The student accommodation shit. And I even forgot what I was talking about. And she said something like, "Wow, such imagination! You should come over for tea." And I was so stupid. Goddamn, bro. Is your eyes vagina? Could you sleep like? Did I sleep like this? Why would you be sleeping all vulnerable with your neck exposed? How do you sleep on your back, bro? That's very soldier-like. I tried sleeping on my back. I couldn't. It was giving me it makes my legs. It gives me a restless leg, bro. I'm too exposed. Like my heart is exposed. My neck is exposed. Like, think about it. If someone was to try to kill you in your sleep and you were face down, what the fuck would they stab you in the back? Would they try to crack your skull from the back? It's like more reinforced at the back than at the front. They could stab your eyes, they could choke you. Women's are smart, that's how they survive, bro. You guys... Hey, let me try B20. What the fuck is B? Yeah, that's my most expensive gun. Skin. You're too exposed. What's your favorite? What? What was the story with that chick from the internet? My favorite restaurant. I guess it's gonna be... Shit, man. I don't go to restaurants. But I order from a pizzeria sometimes. That's about my entire involvement with restaurants. These scummy motherfuckers, they don't even clean their tables. Scummy and scammy. The story with the chick. I was posting, I don't even remember what I was posting. Some fucked up troll shit. And she said, "You have such a wild imagination, we should meet up and drink tea." And I was so dumb that I thought that she actually meant let's just drink tea and talk. I didn't know it was an invitation for, you know, something more. So obviously I go there unprepared, and within the first 5 minutes of going there, it was very funny, man. Because I didn't have a picture of myself uploaded, it was just a troll profile. She didn't know what I looked like, what I was like. She thought I was some kind of, I don't know. She didn't know what to expect, so when I went there, she had this weird contraption that she tied her door with a rope to another door right next to it, so that I wouldn't be able to break in or something. And she had her couch kind of moved. It was a weird arrangement in the room. I don't know how to explain it. But it was like everything was set up for. It was one of those couches that turns into a bed, and she had set it up in a way that it could get easily unfolded. And she literally asked me if I brought protection, and I said no. I thought we were only drinking tea, and she got mad at me. She was like, "What the fuck do you mean you didn't bring any condoms?" And I said, "I thought we were only drinking tea, bitch. What the fuck do you mean?" So anyway, yeah, she got I was surprised. Then we started talking, and she told me she was an info, and she showed me her dildo collection. So yeah, that was fun. But the thing is that she was nice. She was nice, but she was not. She wasn't very attractive, bro. Not like I'm. Not like I'm some kind of good-looking Chad, you know. But when it doesn't work, it doesn't work. That was 10 years ago. Yeah, that was funny. I was literally, I went there expecting just, I don't know, some funny person from the internet. And then there was the whole thing with I went to her place a second time, and it was obvious that she was getting kind of frustrated with me and all that shit, and so I stopped. I just did not stop. I was like, I didn't make a move initially, and I don't really like her, so she's lost interest. But then I stopped talking to her, and then she did an unexpected thing. She said she bought me a ticket to go at this event at what's it called? One of those, not like a comedian club, but like a music type, comedian type event. And she asked me if I wanted to go there with her as a couple. And I was very confused because I thought she lost interest, but she was like, then she started pursuing me and all that. Oh, and she also claimed to have a boyfriend at the time, like some guy working on a ship. And I was like, how convenient that you fall for someone who's away, so it's the abandonment thing, and then you also want to cheat on. I don't know, man. It felt kind of fishy. But I think the reason I didn't do anything is because I didn't feel anything. That's the simple truth. Yeah. Long, boring story. But I guess the whole thing was, it wasn't a waste of time, I guess. But yeah, STDs, I don't know anything about that shit. I don't want to be getting... Yeah. But he was far away on a ship, apparently, so what the fuck he gonna do? I went out with another chick. I think I talked about this. Actually, I've been on a few dates. Actually, your unk has some dating experience. Most of it bizarre. And this chick was my cousin's best friend. And I think I was paranoid because I thought I got a mouth sore from her. I was freaking out for a few days, like, ah shit, bitch gave me herpes. But it was just a canker sore. What happened on the dates? Nothing happened. That is what it is. Very funny. You'll see when you get that old how funny it is to be on the other side. Haha. I mean, I guess I don't care. It wasn't supposed to happen, so it never happened. Yeah, man. Sometimes I feel like it's because I'm pissing him off with the same game. I'm playing the same game over and over again. Like, he'll start off, it always happens at around 2 hours. Like, he'll have a normal conversation, he'll be talking about normal shit, and then all of a sudden he'll just Start attacking. That's funny. I feel like bro's about to give up on me soon. CS2 is grinding his gears. I can get you a foreigner. Or a Roma. I was actually thinking about this. Think of how much pussy local dudes are missing when they refuse to fuck with the Roma. There could be some hidden gems in there. But I don't want to deal with the families. You said on the previous stream the date was horrible. Can you tell me why? Which date? Which date exactly? Well, I don't have money for anything better, bro. Famas it is. The traitor Maxim Badu likes to turn off his brain. Oh yeah. Oh no, I don't like turning on my brain. What else am I gonna buy? Look. The fuck else am I gonna buy? A pump? Or some short range shit? Oh, the one with my cousin's best friend. Yeah, she was just roasting me. She was packaging insults into questions. What do you need to get monetized? You need 4,000 watch time hours on all of your videos and streams, and you also need 1,000 subs. And that's just so that you can start earning money per clip per 1,000 views. And depending on the niche and depending on the video, because I know I already have a ton of controversial shit in my videos and in my streams, that there's probably gonna be monetization issues. I'm gonna be having the yellow dollar flag icon again. Guess the 5.7 instead of Deagle. You need. Oh yeah. I was gonna say that I need something like 100 hours, and I'm pretty sure my niche will only get something like 50 cents, 25 to 50 cents, 1,000 views. So, did you offend her? She just randomly insulted. I think that that's just how she is. That's what I learned about her. The whole shtick, the whole reason she was being shilled to me was that she was apparently a virgin. I'm not paying attention to the game, bro. I'm just using this as a... I'm thinking about... You gotta stream to understand this, I guess. Like, my attention is very divided. When I start thinking about things, my imagination goes very... I have a very vivid imagination. And I become blind, literally become blind to the game. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't give a shit about the game. I'd much rather be talking to you guys. How many dates? I can't... How the fuck am I supposed to count? With different women? Fuck, man. Probably like... I've probably been on less than 10 dates total. With 4, 5 different women? Again, I can't be bothered to count. It's either a one-time or 1 or 2 dates. The one that I talked about in the video, I think it was the why I have... I don't watch my own videos. But that chick... I don't know if you can call them dates. I don't think it was... She had a boyfriend as well. I was trying to poach. Yeah, something like that. Huh? They're a bit on Dayton. I'm 25. I guess you know it's a. I didn't try. I'm pretty sure I could have success if I gave a shit, if I tried. What is more important? Were all them bad dates, or do you have some good memories? I have some good memories. They weren't bad. I don't blame it on them. They just figured out that something something was wrong, and I lost it. I also lost interest. I mean, if I have to think about it, bro, I have to remember all this shit. I'm doing 3 things at once. I'm trying to remember the stories. I'm trying to play the game, and I'm trying to talk to you guys. It's kind of difficult when you're drinking. Shit. 6 dates were with dudes. Come on, bro. Just focus one round on the game. These dudes are trying to divide my attention even further. It wasn't, all I can say is that it wasn't their fault. It's my choices and my actions. 0 energy for simping. I mean, yeah, you have to have the lust, bro. I think the lust is a huge driver. Shit. I think that is just, like, whoever said it earlier, I don't remember who that was, but they said that I've always known from a very young age that it was just gonna be, I didn't want to deal with it. I didn't want to deal with all the side quests. I knew it, when I put it on a scale, the pussy just wasn't worth it. I guess masturbating with someone else's body. And when you've never felt lonely, like, I don't have those needs. So I never had a drive to slap in you. What? She probably wanted you to escalate and slap her back. How was that a bad date? Unless she wasn't doing it playfully, though. Look at this dude. Oh shit. Cap what? She was crazy. Bro was into the crazy punani. She probably likes to gaslight them. And then he can play that but your crazy card. I'm having trouble understanding what this dude's doing in my stream. What the fuck do you mean? I know someone who spent 30 years playing games and then he got a job in the gas industry. Something making good money. Some dudes just be playing that sneaky game. Gas call. Look at these dudes, man. 2 dudes sneaking this round. She vomited while 6. What the fuck? Bro got MVP. I mean, I think it's just the other team sucks. 6-0. Come on, bro. I just get lucky. I shouldn't have stopped. You guys are crazy. Yep. Motherfucker. Once this match is over, I'm gonna need to take another wee break room. What's a riding park? Only one wine. Like a skater park? BRB. Right. She was ashamed. She complained I was fucking too hard. I lived. What's been going on since last time? Watch YouTube and financial graphs. What happened to my life? I can't even make a YouTube channel. I mean, bro's dick went soft and he went soft. That's how it is in the hood. Any big changes? Nope. What could possibly change? Oh, I see me ahead. You're terrible at hiding, bro. And so is your friend. Type 1 if you want anomaly to keep his shirt on. Yes, please type 1. What's with all these heads poking this round? Motherfuckers think they're being sneaky, but they are not. Don't peek. What the fuck are these guys doing? They're wasting time. What the fuck, man? Yeah, I mean, playing a racing game where you spin around in a circle is so much not autistic. I mean, 2 hours this session, 20 hours, 2 weeks. Yeah, 14-5, almost 3-1. What should I play, fellas? Give me ideas. I'm not into fantasy type shit. I don't know what you mean by that. You have a career, yeah. And you unlock skins. Have you had any drinks since last time? Yes. I'm drinking right now. Last time I was sober. But I guess I'm drinking so slowly that it doesn't even matter. I mean, yeah, I can understand that. It's almost been 3 hours of me doing the same shit. What would you like me to play, bro? I got you know, I got Grand Theft Auto 5, I got Arma 3, I've got Insurgency Sandstorm, I've got Truck Simulator, I got Prison Architect. Oh, I just downloaded Battlefield. Which Battlefield was it? It's Battlefield something. And I still haven't gone around to playing it after I torrented it. I mean, ever since I bought the legal copy. Whoops. Anyway, stop playing. It just wants me to end my stream. I mean, I guess I could end it at 3 hours. But I still got Arma 3. Hell yeah, we can play some. I can play some Arma 3. There will be some. I gotta warn you though. There's gonna be a lot of yapping. There's gonna be. So it's Saturday. Saturday evening. It's a Europort server. Half the server is USarians. So we're probably gonna have to deal with a lot of people dealing with negative feelings from drinking on Friday. Oh yeah. I totally bought a legal copy. Yeah. I didn't torrent. I don't do that shit. I am all against piracy. Piracy is evil. Piracy should be banned. And the punishment should be serious. Very serious. Should I buy the FAMAS again? You know what? Yeah, I feel like you guys are... You don't have to watch me, bro. Just listen to my voice and do something else, bro. I mean, I find it fascinating that you all keep coming back. I'm starting to think you are bots. I'm truly fascinated. I mean, last stream I tried watching some videos, but YouTube decided that that was no behavior, and it took 3 or 4 hours for the editing process to start, so I could remove that from my stream, so it could be, because it got not like shadow banned, but it wasn't publicly available. Yeah, it's a it really do be kind of babyish behavior, isn't it? The construction site show me why I should work. Every responsible parent forces their kid to work shitty jobs so that they can have the motivation to avoid them later in life. Based. Yeah. Oh, I fucked up. Yeah. This guy surprised me. I don't know, I kind of like it. I don't pay attention to it. It's like background noise to me. My brain is completely on the chat. It's not in the game. You guys will never understand. Try streaming. Try streaming. You'll see. You'll see what I'm talking about. Everything else is a no-no. You would be watching my desktop. Actually, what video did I wanna watch with you? Ah, yes. If you guys are interested in the story of Yaqub, the guy with the 2 brains, the Nation of Islam lore. It's pretty funny. If you guys want to watch that video, I have to look it up in the Forbidden Archives though. I don't know if they're up. The guy who invented white people to punish black people. We can watch that. It's funny at least. I think you guys are too hard on yourselves, man. No one gives a shit. If you would just relax. Why? How come you're not chill like I am? We're busy people. Sorry for laughing. You will watch me drink slowly and play even slower. And you will be happy. I will teach you how to be happy with yourself and content. I will teach you contentment. Oh, that's sympathy. Well, you know, I can turn any situation into something good for me. So if you just stopped coming every Saturday to my streams, I would lose the incentive to stream, right? Like, there's no one gonna be watching. And then I would probably make more videos. How about that? You would motivate me to make more videos. I'm only streaming so I could get... God damn, I got gangbanged. I'm streaming to get the watch time hours up. Once those are up, I'm curious to see what rate I would be getting per 1,000 views. And then I may or may not decide to drop the whole channel altogether. So, if you want to make your exit before you get too attached to me and shit, you might want to do it. If I did
the calculations correctly,
I should be hitting those goals by the end of March. And I should be getting the letter by the end of April. So, do you believe in ghosts? That's funny. That's very funny to me. I actually have pretty strong reasons to not believe, but I can't say why. I think the paranormal stuff is just schizophrenics hallucinating, to be honest. Surely someone would have definitive proof. There's 10 billion people on the planet. There's 110 billion people who have ever lived. Like, you would think that. Oh yeah. I have Bulgarian citizenship, which instantly makes me evil, so. I mean, I guess they're pissed off because I keep playing CS2 and they don't like it. Which is funny because the big streamers that I know of stream for 12 hours, and I only do 3 to 6 hours. I mean, hey, this is a place for contentment. It's not. If you want grifter stuff, yeah, go to grifters. I ain't holding you hostage. Unless you're being ironic, I can't really tell. But I feel like I am pissing you off with the repetitive shit. But to me, it's not repetitive because I'm not focused on it. I literally have lost track of what I'm playing this on autopilot, by the way. I don't. Same with Insurgency. Same with driving trucks. It just becomes muscle memory, and I don't even think about it. I can't think about two things at once. Have you streamed on? I have you stream on background. What? Well, I'm kidding. That's some next level shit. Is that why you saw it? Yeah, obviously. I mean, I can't have split attention. I'm more focused on the chat. I'm doing this for you guys. I'm not doing this for my stupid... No one's gonna be impressed with my Giga Pro East European CS2 skills, man. I'm doing this to you so you can lower your brain waves and you can reach contentment. I'm doing this to switch your brain off. You don't understand. This is a dumbing down technique. The less brain power you have to spend watching this shit, the more brain power you can spend on the important shit. There's actually, that's funny. I know of a few vibe coders who get 10 times more viewers on their streams than I do, which is funny. Even dudes coding, vibe coding and shit. Reading books, book reviews. I can't read. I don't like reading. I'd much rather listen to audiobooks. Fuck that shit. Reading doesn't tap into my ancient brain. Reading is unnatural, as Godis would say, while he asks for man-made money so he can get man-made hair transplants. Hey, can't hit a player. He playing all them fools. $4-9. Shit. I wish we could talk to some whores on the stream. Like, I wish I could go to Chatabait right now and just talk to some bitches. And indulge in some funny conversations. That would be fun. I wish I could go on 4chan. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, I can't be doing that. Deletions happening. Why you gotta be deleting your message? For that to work, I have to disable the chat showing on my monitor. The chat overlay. But yeah. Anyway, it only took me 3 hours to finish 1 liter, so that's how fast I'm drinking now. In my old age. But that's how I keep it fun though. I'm doing the same things every round just to piss you off. See, just 1 second looking away from the monitor and game over. I could call it, it's 2 hours 55 minutes, so I could call it at 3 hours. It'll take me a lot less to edit. Edit. I don't edit much, what the fuck. Timestamp. There. And I want to listen to some music as well, which I cannot do while streaming. I'm sorry, I just found this really cool Benny Benassi song that I've been blasting all day and night called Cinema. I just can't. I need to listen to it, bro. It's like a drug. Alright. Guess I'm calling it. Yeah, there it is. Benny Binassi. I have to get into his shit. I like this shit. I like junky music. But yeah, anyway, let me look at some stats and I'll leave you guys. See what's happening. So, damn, it's actually low summon is doing pretty good. About the same number of subs. No one liked. No one liked the status, so I wasn't expecting anything to happen. What's this? You made the right and smart choice. What? I chose homelessness. I chose homelessness. You made the right and smart choice, bro. Genius. Yeah. I'm at 3876 as of March 2nd, which is almost a week ago. I should be at more than 3900 now, so I'm about 100 hours short. And I think I'm hitting the goals by March 20th. I'll have to do one more stream, maybe two, and then I'm done, bro. I'm done. And I'm hitting those goals, and then it's gonna be mostly videos. I probably won't be streaming that much because I can tell that you guys I'm not very my community is not large, and I need at least 5k subs or something to get like I guess more reliable viewers. Yeah. I've been doing good. I didn't expect to be doing this well. Organically speaking, I should be. Look, this stream lost me 2 subs, but we did 20 hours, and it's probably gonna do another 5 to 6. So I'm very happy with the stream. I mean, it really depends, man. When you gotta understand when it's fine. It's fine. My viewer base is not large enough for me to be constantly having a lot of people consistently for 5-6 hours. I mean, yeah, why not? Why not? What else am I gonna do? I mean, I'm gonna be on my computer anyway. Might as well stream, right? And it's not bravery when no one's watching. So, but you know, as long as this soothes someone or helps someone or gets someone's mind off of bad things going on in their life, I think I've done a pretty good job. It doesn't have to be big numbers, but I can't help but chase numbers. Numbers are important, I guess. It gives me a little something to look forward to. Like this monetization thing. My main concern is that once I hit those goals, and I'll be very I've already been disillusioned, but I guess I would be kind of a little disappointed. And like I don't think right now I have a goal, right? I have a goal to the watch time hours, but once I hit that, what's my goal gonna be? I have to go through a total like personality transformation to more into grifting to attract more people, and I'm not doing that. That's not who I am. So I guess it'll be mostly videos, unless I keep doing this Saturday thing. Why the fuck not? But yeah, I enjoy doing these. I definitely enjoy doing these, and I am grateful for what I have. Like I said, like more than 1,000 subs is in I think the top 80%, if not the top 90% of all channels. That's pretty good. But I'm too lazy to explore different games, man. I have to expand my horizons a little bit, I guess. That'll come as well. That'll come with time, but I'm not You see how I started my channel with the whole I'm doing bad, I'm recovering, oh my life is improving. And then I realized that the more you do this kind of shit, like the more leveling up people expect. And by the time you know it, you're gonna be you're gonna be the first trillionaire, and no one's gonna be impressed. They're just gonna be waiting for the next number. So I decided not to pursue that path, because I know I don't have what it takes. But yes, I guess from now on it's gonna be mostly unhinged videos. Like, I'll have to think of some scripts. I haven't done a video. How long since the last one? Almost like more than a month. Kind of. I just don't know. I don't know. We'll see where this goes. But yeah. Thank you for giving me 3 hours of your time. And I'll definitely be on next Saturday, which is March 14th. And thank y'all, love y'all, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy and content, and find inner peace is very important. And I'll see you in the next stream.